Now let's discuss the Russia-Ukraine war. This conflict is taking a dangerous turn. Over the weekend, a fire broke out at a nuclear plant, the Zaporizhzhia power plant. It's the biggest in Europe. Both Moscow and Kiev blamed each other for the fire. A cooling tower was damaged. The fire has now been extinguished, but it shows how much worse this war can get. Tensions are still very high. The fighting is intensifying in Russia. Last week, Kiev launched a surprise attack inside Russian territory. It sent thousands of soldiers into western Russia. Reports say Ukraine has captured several Russian villages now. Russia says the Ukrainian operation is expanding. It has ordered 11,000 people to evacuate from Belgorod. Our next report has more.
This was the moment which sparked panic across global capitals. The Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was on fire. Observers on the ground had heard multiple explosions there. The thick, dark smoke is coming out of one of the cooling towers. Thankfully, it wasn't one of the reactors. But this was a narrow escape. The blaze was extinguished within hours. But it has sparked a bitter battle between Ukraine and Russia, as fighting intensified on the border. Vyacheslav Goldkov is the governor of Belgorod. But today, he looked more like a journalist. Some 11,000 people are being moved out of Belgorod. So Goldkov went from door to door. He was checking in on the residents. A camera person was closely following him and capturing every moment.
Ребятка все хорошие, я и не познаю.
Много осталось? Нет, немного, но как бы частично в домах есть дедушки, бабушки. Вывозят.
Such videos are often seen as war propaganda. It is an effective tool to shape public opinion during a conflict. As Ukrainian soldiers have pressed on with their operation inside Russia, the battle of narratives is also heating up. Ukrainian soldiers too are countering the Russians with videos of their own.
Dear Ukrainians, we went into a Pyatyraka Russian supermarket chain. I went inside, and I'm telling you, the selection is poor. The pickings are slim. ATB, Ukrainian supermarket chain, is better.
The Ukrainians had more to say with this video from the Kursk region. It was released over the weekend. These are Ukrainian soldiers planting their national flag in a Russian village called Gavo. It is a strong statement from Kiev. Ukraine is claiming it controls territories inside Russia. Russia's president, Vladimir Putin, chose to respond to Kiev himself. He has vowed to flush out the Ukrainians.
The main task is, of course, for the Ministry of Defense to squeeze the enemy out of our territories and, together with the Border Guard Service, to provide a reliable guard for the state borders. It is becoming obvious and clear now why the Kiev regime had refused our proposals. So looks like the enemy seeks to improve its negotiating positions in the future.
The war between Russia and Ukraine is at a turning point. It is also perhaps entering its most dangerous phase. The Ukrainian forces launched their attack last Thursday. Since then, they have advanced up to 30 kilometers inside Russia for the first time on Sunday. Zelensky formally confirmed this operation. Kiev's focus remains on Kursk, a region close to Ukraine's border. Zelensky says Russia uses Kursk to strike Ukraine.
Only from the beginning of the summer and only from the Kursk region, our Sumy region suffered almost 2,000 strikes. Artillery, mortars, drones. We also monitor every missile strike. And each such strike deserves a fair response.
This marks Ukraine's largest coordinated assault on Russia since the war started. In response, Moscow has ramped up its aerial bombing of the Kiev region. So while it's a bold move by Ukraine to gain leverage, it doesn't come without costs.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup Vladimir has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect